looks fine. Make sure it's actually going to my channel. Wonderful. Probably not too much talking today. Not really in the mood for it, so. 3% drop. I can call us closer to here, though. Don't want to go too close, those just won't work, but we can cut right to about here. I wish I still had flights on. Falling down the mountain. Help. Okay, let's go to 50. Put it there. And I can turn on my flight, and then go back into build. There we go. Use our brain. We were given one for a reason, presumably. Let's try to pull that away a little bit. I basically just want to graze the mountainside. I don't want to actually become the mountainside. I mean, I do a little bit, but, like, not as hard as it was trying to go. We'll let it run like this for a little bit. That's going to be a problem right there. This is fine. We'll put it to about there. It's the iron mine all over again, but this time it's with wood. Would have thunk it. I do want to be able to run most of my equipment up and down, which is why I am doing it like this, so that it does clip into the mountain every so often, but not to the point where it's like going to be an issue for me. Technically, I have a second line I can run stuff down that's not against the mountain. This could be for like smaller engines, but it's fine. Road engines at the end of the day, like it's gonna be what it is. I'm gonna have to curve a little bit here to follow this mountain, so that way it doesn't completely fork me over. I'm gonna go about 120. Is that too much? That's too much. Ooh. Anything coming back up may need a double header, to be completely honest with you. Where's 60? There. Ooh, allergies. Painful. No fun. I do apologize. What you gonna do about it, though, huh? There we go. We're still going down no matter what, but here, at least, I am going down, and I am staying pretty close to the mountainside. Something that I might do, actually, is just build it out to about here, because this looks like it's a valley where water rushes through. So I do want to just build a chunk of bridge that goes basically straight across. I want to do it so that it is like this. I'd rather it not be rounded, and I'd rather it not be dropping. But like the dropping is fine. It's not going to make or break anything. It's the roundels that I'm more worried about. There we go. We'll go about 20 meters. That's more than enough. Because what you want to do is, like, right here, water clearly comes down, pools there, and then runs down. You can tell just by how the mountain is shaped. So we want to make sure that water has somewhere to run, and it doesn't go up onto your track. I know, right down here is kind of a problem, but you shouldn't really ever have that much rain. The rain around here isn't going to build up too badly, but like over here it might pool high enough because this is pretty high. Especially with how I had it so that the stone masonry was running right through it there. Anyway, if all else fails, we'll just fill this up with fill and put a like a little tower here. It's not actually called a tower. It's we could put a water tower here, but I'm thinking the telegraph office. Jeepers cripes. Sometimes I have to wonder if I have a brain. Bring this over to here. Can I? 120 is about the max that I want to do this, so... Oh, wow. Do 25.5. I think that's 0.5. It's very clearly not 0.5. Also, this needs to be dropped. Was I dropping? I don't think I was dropping. It won't do me any good if I'm just going straight across. So I'm learning to build in this mode. So what I want to do is just kind of trace along the basin here, and we'll come in on this side. We'll build a pickup point from here that goes out and around and collects off this way. So that way we can drag it up to the iron mines. Where are the iron mines at? Over here? Yeah. So we'll bring it to the iron mines over here. And then we'll bring it to the ironworks over here. But for now, we want to get to here. So we have the side where we drop off our logs. We have the side where we pick up our log material. It'll be right. We'll figure it out as we go along. Show you guys the engines that I've got picked up here eventually too. We'll keep doing this for now. No, I don't get distracted and run off and do 100 things. There we go. Ooh. I didn't want it to curve. Oops. I mean, not right there anyway. Would like to reset you back to this. Drop you back down to go about like that. You said it was 25 point something last time. I know if you're looking at this, you're probably going, why the hell are we taking this route? And the answer is A, really long, pretty gradual slope. I just gotta be careful with hauling anything too heavy back up. Because if I haul anything too heavy back up, we'll have issues. Namely the fact that I'm hauling things that are too heavy back up. I don't want to haul heavy things up this. And we totally could, presumably, but it wouldn't be very fun. There we go. This section right here, I should probably put a bridge into. My wonder is if it's going to be too long for a bridge. If the bridge would be a little broken. We'll see. This might actually work. It'd probably work better if I didn't do that, but you know, it's fine. Because this should allow water that tries to back up to just fall down and through, at least a little bit, so it only doesn't pool very hard over here. Maybe. I'm uncertain. We'll see. We shall see. I don't know. I kind of like the stone look there better. We'll put it back. Yeah, it looks fine. There we go. Looks alright. Alright, that'll work for there. Grab this piece. It'll be really fun to run stuff up and down here anyway. It'll be really, really hard to run stuff up and down here, but it'll be exciting. Yeah. Honestly, probably one of my favorite bits of rail I've done. So we curve, follow that. Yeah. 3.5 down the entire way is insane. Nothing should have too hard of a time getting up though, as long as I weight everything correctly. Of course, that's the problem, is weighting everything correctly. Ugh. I think we can just do this one as straight. And we'll go down on it, obviously. But I kind of want to just put it here, and then we'll curve. Yeah. What about 90.5 at 3% down? Means we're dropping 3 meters every 100 meters? Or 3% every 100 meters? Whatever. I don't remember exactly how the numbers work off the top of my head, but... it's a big change over a very short distance. He's got to go back, away from the rails. Okay. And then I need to still keep that 3% down. I want to go that way, about 120 degrees, or negative 120 degrees, whatever. 120 meters every... yeah. We'll try 150, because I do want to get it as close to this as possible. I'm sure that's a weird thought, to want to get stuff as close as possible to this, but it does work a little bit better if I can. 45 work there. $120 is the max allotted curvature that I have personal. Oh my god. I didn't know it became a valley right there. Interesting. We'll go 75 meters there. Lovely. Go back up, grab the rest of our rail, bring it back over with the duplicate tool. I might turn this inside path into dirt in some spots just to, quote unquote, save money on the railway, but we'll see. Fill to that level would also be really expensive, so who knows. Sure. But this looks kind of fun, I'm not going to lie to you. It's tall, but it's not like unbelievably, unreasonably tall, which was my immediate fear. Yeah, that's the sawmill right out there. I may end up having to go into the other type of bridge. I don't know if the wooden trestles can do this. We'll see. It is a 3% down. They might be able to keep up, but they only are rated for a certain height. 3.5% down, whatever. No. So we'll get them to about 50, where they... We'll do 50.5. And then we'll go on to the other type of trestle. So the wooden one is taller? I know I'm saying that really questioningly, but that's because I am very questioning on if it's actually taller or not. It must be a little bit. Or at least it must be allowed to be a little taller. That's fine. Just means that we'll be suspended midair for a while, which is not ideal, but we can do it. This is just keep me in line. There we go. What else do I got? Trees that need to go down anywhere? Not that they're going to be a problem for me right now, anyway. Oh yeah, look at that. That's a much wider base. That's why these ones can only be so tall, because they don't go outwards as they go down. I mean, these eventually stop going outwards too and just go flat. But that's why these are allowed to be X height. These can be a little bit taller. The metal ones can be even taller, because the metal ones have metals. They're better weighted. They're better suited for the weight anyway, but... I don't like the fact that it feels like a roller coaster, but there's not much I can do about it right now. Short of turning it more, maybe? I don't know. Going through and rebuilding the lines so that it's a 4% down, not a 3%, 3.5, whatever. Could do that too, technically, but... we're going to bring this to 50 and say that's about where it's at. So we can go to the other one, 50.5. Or 55.5. You know what I'm trying to say. Maybe you don't. I don't know. We'll do 60. We'll go 30. 30 should be alright. There we go. Gotta focus up a little bit sometimes. Get the numbers. I'm hoping we can... Ooh, I didn't think about that. We gotta get water up this thing. Hoping that the engine I've got picked out to do the water deliveries will be able to, but we'll see. Because I do actually have an engine prepped. I'll show you guys. Let me just drop a thing somewhere. Let's see. Up here is where I said I wanted to put that, right? Yeah, I think I said I wanted to put it right there, but we'll see. I do like it there, actually. That did look like a good spot. So I think we are going to put it there. I can put it here, too. It's pretty deep, far back. We'll do it this way. Yeah, this will be fine. There we go. Nice solid little landing pad. What I'm probably going to do is put it so that the telegraph office is right here. Yeah. Can you not? I don't know why it does this all the time. It is a little frustrating though. Whatever. I guess it's built into the wall here. Like sometimes the grid locks on, sometimes the grid does not lock on. And it is frustrating no matter what you choose. This is fine though. You sit here, watch the engines come through, hear him come through, watch him leave. I guess this guy kind of sleeps in his office. There's not really a house around here for him. Or maybe he catches a train. Last train home, catches that. But it should be in the main yard, I think. Welcome to the main yard. I did a lot of rebuilding. We're going to have an express route. That's what that platform is still for. Over here will be a passenger service that connects to the express route. So before the express leaves, a passenger train comes in, everyone gets in over there. The express returns for the day, people get off, they go to their house. I'm going to be building a little town over here. And then I'm going to be also having a way for them to get across over to here so they can, take the last train home out of the yard up to the town I plan to put next to the oil well and the wood stuff. But we've got Holt, pretty easy little engine. It's basically Jack and Jill, but just renamed. This is Chloe. She's in the parking spot of shame currently. Shame. Outrun by 2 porters. But yeah, Lady Eleanor is be doing our water deliveries because we got to take water from here up to. I mean, technically, you take the water. So this is what's interesting, right? The water has to come from here. It's gonna have to come all the way up and along here, follow along, presumably, unless I build an actual way for the water wells to connect to over here, which I might. But I kind of like the whole running the engine a distance in order to get shipments to where they need to go. It also gives me a good way to get water over to here, because I think I need water on the dredge. No, I don't. Does it produce water? No, it just makes gold. Why does it have water as an icon? Okay. You don't need... I thought something else needed water. Yeah, you need water. The stamp mill. Okay. It'll give me an excuse to get water from here to go up to the stamp mill too. But that's besides the point. Because over here, I think I'm on the wrong side right now. No, I'm on the right side. I need to be able to drop water off here. So this makes sense to have the water, come up through here. They drop off seeds and water at the same time. Probably going to make this into a loop that connects back up. Let me just leave. I don't know. I don't know. That does look wild, though, from here. Look at that. You're just like, oh, stone walls. So you're going to be able to see and probably hear the engines coming through, which is normal. You'll see and hear the engines anyway because of how this building is set up. It is weird they don't have the collection and the pickup drop-off on the same side. Don't know why they chose not to. They very easily could have, but whatever. If you're wondering, hello, Grain Silo. If you're wondering why a lot of the track is missing, we don't have to talk about that. But if you wanted to know, I'm technically backed up to a much older version of the save. Sort of. It's the only backup of the save that I have, I should say. So, if that explains it. But yeah, it's just literally a case of, oh, okay, bye save. Didn't mean to delete you, but whatever. I am very tempted just to actually grab and build this over on this side. Because that curve is really nice leading in. It would also give me an excuse to keep, well, technically this is a really busy junction. There's two things that I want to do. Number one is keep a connection here, but also go up to about right there and build a little like engine station. So like you can see the engines leaving during the day. They'll go down to the yard there. The yard engines, I should say, the ones from down there. Because I already have a... Did I say a station? I meant a shed. Because right now, yes, you can just clip to the roofs of stuff. I don't know why. It's super dumb. But right now we have no shed over here. Just a little like working yard. Storage over there. A through lane. A way that's for the storage and a way that's not for the storage. Technically, you can take the not storage route to get to where you're trying to go, but I don't think I recommend it. I'll be building an actual, like, waiting platform over here, kind of like what I plan to do with that there. Just, on this side. But up here, we have an actual station. Not station, like a shed. So we have some of my favorite engines. Obviously, nothing's filled yet. I haven't run any trains for it. I need to buy the cars for the cordwood because they're going to be stored over here. Apparently I left that mid-turn. Everything connects up here, though. It's pretty cool. Then we've got Hazel, Bessie. I gave her a tender. It used to work back in the day that the tenders could feed the saddle tanks, but I don't think it does anymore. It's kind of sad, but whatever. Then we have Lady Guinevere, one of our freight engines. Second fastest to the fleet. It's technically taken over Janet's spot. Because, I mean, it technically is... Oh, you can't see that. I was going to say, technically it is Janet. I just named it Lady Guinevere here. It sounded cooler. Then you've got Sir Edward, one of my favorites. The fastest engine in my fleet. He is coal-powered, though, so that's the current issue. Is running out of coal. It's my issue with Lady Eleanor as well. Basically, my big road engines, the ones that you're going to see mostly doing shipments and deliveries, are the ones that are called Sir or Lady. Depending on what, I decide for the actual name. But yeah. Otherwise, you got, like, Bessie here. She's a pretty good little shunting engine. She's got extra cordwood, I guess. So there's that she's got going for her, but not much else. You got Hazel, another good little shunting engine. Holt is one of my shunters down in the main yard. The main yard doesn't have too much going on for it right now, but eventually I'll be eventually I'll have Maddie just basically working the passenger coaches. There's not an actual passenger service in the game, unfortunately, but I can dream someday. This is Hazel's yard, as I'm calling it. This is Hazel's little platform that she works from. Technically Bessie also shunts in here too. It's a little rare to run Bessie. She's a little bit futzy. But yeah. So you have 3 lanes to shunt trucks into. The through lane here, you can technically shunt stuff to the very end of this lane, but there's supposed to be one clear lane, which is what this is. That way, oh no, I need to get to these cars over here, but there's, cars there, cars there. How am I going to get to there? We just drive up through the through lane, and then we can connect onto them and push them down if we need to, or whatever. So if the yard is ever left in an abysmal state, which it shouldn't be too badly, most of our early game stuff is going to be very little shunting required. Mostly just an engine goes through, grabs a bunch of cars and takes them away. But, so when you go to take your cars out of the yard, obviously you got to go quite a ways. I was really tempted to try to connect here onto over there, but I don't know how. That way we could just have the actual cordwood filling station on this chunk of track. Would have been much nicer. Again, the fucking locking grid system kicks in. Only in certain spots, and I do not know why. It is the most annoying feature in the game. This, I didn't want rotated this way. I wanted it to be sitting this, like, facing out, so you'd see, like, the depot stuff going on over here, stuff coming through. It'd see stuff leaving the yard. You'd see them going that way. But if I was to do that, it tried to place it, like, on the track, and it's like, I don't want it on the track. Why do you keep putting it here? Stop. So the game does have its fair share of issues. Something I'm also very tempted to do eventually here is put a switch back in right here and just have a tiny little like stop buffer here. I think it'd look better because I have one here. That way we can, shunt cars down into that siding if needed. Stuff that doesn't get used super often, or just have our way cars, or whatever you want to call them back there, caboose, brake vans, different names, but same purpose really. But yeah, I think I'll do that now, just so I don't forget. Left going that way. I'm a little bit worried that's going to be too long, because the bumper is going to be the... So the bumper might be a little close, but it's fine. Depending on what I'm shunting onto this track, which is very little. One-way car, a flat car, that's kind of it. I love it, though. It's like a fun little yard. It works, does what I need it to do for now. For now. It's not supposed to sound threatening. I literally mean, for now, this will work. Eventually, I'm going to need a bigger yard, so this little straight yard will have to either get more sidings, or we'll have to build something else elsewhere, which is kind of why I have about 101 sidings down this way. There's so many sidings down this way. It is insane. So the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sidings here, because these are through lines, so you don't put cars there and wait for stuff. But you have your lines right here. I might take and build another small shunting yard off this line, so that way stuff that's being picked up and run straight that way can go straight that way. Stuff that's meant to be taken out and drug off uphill as like a, oh, we need this item uphill for a further train, can be done. That's mostly why I have things like Holt and Lady Eleanor. They can do the small midway shunts. Lady Eleanor also is my main road engine for water to go to the farms. So, we have options. This is probably one of my favorite yards, to be honest with you, though. It's very, very busy looking, even though it's empty right now. You can tell that there's stuff that's going there eventually. But yeah, so we're going to go back to working on this here. It's just nice to take a short break from planning. Gives my head a few seconds to stop hurting. What I might actually do is put a water tower here too, just because that actually sounds kind of useful to have. We can say that it's pulling water from the mountain or something. Nice brown water tower. Oh. I don't know why it's doing this. Please stop. Why do you hate life? Why are you phasing into the ground? Hello? I was gonna put one here, but maybe I can't. There we go. Oh, that's stupid. I can't actually see what I'm doing. Okay, hopefully that's not on the track. A little close, but we're not actually gonna clip. That's so dumb. What the fuck? Why was it doing that? Whatever. Oh, hey, look. Dirt. Please tell me you're going into the ground down here. You are, okay. That's fine. I don't mind if there's dirt like that right there. It just looks like it's like a filtration system. Water hits there, comes out down at the bottom. So yeah, we have a water tower here. It'll never be used. It's here. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. It's nice to have it. Something I might do is put a wood rack somewhere here. That way, we come through occasionally with extra cordwood from somebody that's got a lot of cordwood. We restock the cordwood for anybody that's coming through that's got a really small amount of cordwood on board. In case the porters ever have to come down here, which they shouldn't. Realistically, the porters will stay in the yard. Apart from the one that I wanted to run as the passenger service, I'm sure you guys all already know who I'm thinking. It's pretty obvious. Hazel. Yeah. Can't help it, I love Hazel. She's my favorite engine. Something about a small engine's always been really cute to me. They feel very earnest. Like, they, kind of like puppy-like. They just want to do their best. I'm just going to get a little switch set up here. Quick through line. Nothing too exciting. Just that way if, for some reason, oh no, there's been a derailment. So if you're going down, up and down has to share a lane for a little bit, you can. I'd rather not, but, you know. Pull this down that way. Drop it there. This is probably going to be 18 and 18 is 36.5 is 7, 47-ish meters. Yeah, 47 meters. So yeah, nice little straight through lines for everybody to be able to keep following their paths, be happy little engines and not run into each other, hopefully. The next goal is to go ahead and run along the ground here so that we have a line that passes the water tower. So that way we can have a little offshoot for trains that need to fill up with their water. And we keep going along until we get to the pickup drop-off zone of the whatchamacallit there. And then we'll have a loop, so that way, like a semicircle, whatever you want to call it. So that way, if you drop off logs, you can run straight back up to the surface world with all of the fun surface world items where you need, or not the surface world, but the, back up to the logging camp up here. It is literally just, like, not even 20 feet away. Like, seriously. I mean, it is more than 20 feet away, but it's just right up above this hill. There it is. It is literally a straight line. Like, if we had a way to, just literally scale mountains, straight, flat, up and down, with our trains, just drop, go straight, like they do in the cartoons, it would be like a half a second journey. But as it stands, it has to be a much longer journey, which is nice. That's why I chose the map, partially. I do like running the trains. Going as fast as I can. Very, very fun. You're going to be going quite fast downhill here. I do fear a little bit, so we'll have to watch that some, just in case. Ugh. But yeah, no. Should be alright. That should be alright. I think my next goal is to just straight up run it alongside the cliff face here for a while. So we'll go straight, or actually, no, I should stay up on this top layer here. What I can do while I'm building out the railroad is I can build another little, like, split and have it so that there's a platform to pick up people that live in, like, a little town along here. A little farming community or whatever. So that way you can have an engine that can be running passengers up and down. Maybe they run their own custom train. I don't know yet. We'll figure it out. But just having a nice long collection would be good. And they can jump back onto the collector. You keep driving. There's a little bit of a drop here. Wow. I'm just trying to figure out where I'm aiming for exactly. Because I can technically just keep following this mountainside for basically ever. That's probably what I'm going to do. And follow the mountainside till about here. Then you start your curve to follow up and along to, like, right here. The problem is this is at a weird angle. I don't know why it's at this angle. You fill it up on this side. Okay. I'm gonna drop some rails just so that I know personally where the filling is and whatnot. There we go. That's better. So we'll have the main route run behind here to get up to, well, there. I'm almost tempted to say that it'd be best to run this way and approach from the back. Yeah. We'll have every engine come in and approach from the back, so there'll be a line for when you're dropping off logs that'll come in along the back river here. There we go. There we go. This'll work. So we'll grab and run a line out that way. But yeah. The other one we want to do is set up a pickup point here, which I'm going to use some stone wall for on this side. There we go. We'll do 120. Oops. But yeah, that should be fine for there. I'm trying to get it to wrap around. It's over there. That way we can have another branch come off and land there somewhere. Let's aim it a little bit, because I don't want to have to fight too hard. So we'll do 50 meters here. Oops. Also, we'll be on a slight rise, just because it's going to need to for this. So, slight incline, nothing too bad, about 2%. This whole adventure is nothing but, risen space, essentially. It's, it's fine. Yeah, that should work fine, I think. Yeah, because we'll have it so that that's a stop somewhere. It's before the other line. That way, you come through, you fill up your water, you take it away. That's why I chose a tank engine. These tank engines have the lovely ability to run forwards and backwards quite well without having to worry. So it could just push the water carts up to fill up. And because the water carts are so small, at least the ones I have access to. Please give me the right menu. Thank you. Because right now all I've got for water cart access is either this guy, which is kind of cute, or this. Oh, this guy only does oil. It's called an agricultural tank car. It should hold water. I think these two are backwards, like name-wise. That's sad, but whatever. So we have these ones, which are a slight bit bigger than what I was intending to use, but it's alright. They hold 20 water? 20 gallons, whatever. Which isn't a lot, but it's better than nothing. One day I'll get the tank cars. Can these not actually hold water? There we go. It's this one, the water tank car, this big boy. Someday we'll get these ones. What level do I need to be able to in order to get this? I'm level 3, I need level 4. That's not too far off right now, actually. Yeah, I guess I can just read for water tank car. My other one that I would get eventually that can hold water, I think, is the Birmingham stock car? No. But this can hold seed pallets. Which is good. This holds gold. I love gold in the game. It's very, very worthy of expenses. But let's go back and work on that. Yeah, let's go back and work on that. So my goal is to go straight towards the mountain for a while, and then we'll just kind of follow along on a curve. Well, I guess they're probably running a push-pull in order to get their passengers out from over here, wherever I intend to put that. Because I kind of want to put a... Yeah, we'll see. That'll be fine. Not a true push-pull, but like a... I don't know, we'll see. We have options yet. We have time. Maybe I won't put anything over here. Who knows? Oh, hi. Please stop doing that. But yeah, that'll be fine. Bro. Being the person to like go on this railway wouldn't be insane. Like you've gone down 3.5% for like 1,000 miles. Not actually. It's probably close. 1,000 meters? I don't know what M is in relation to this. I'm gonna look it up. It might actually be meters. I'm not sure. I almost want to say it's Yeah, it's meters. How much is it? How much? A meter's what? Like a couple feet? Yeah, a meter is roughly 3 foot 3 inches. Okay, so let's say it's about 1,000. That's 328 feet to what, miles? Would that be the next biggest measure I can use? I mean, it's going to be more than that, but we'll see. Not even a full mile. Interesting. It's about 0.4 off of a full mile, so I don't know. I don't know what they're measuring our speeds in then, because it takes way too long for an engine to get from one point to the other. I get some that's just because of gameplay, but like, I mean, I should put that back here somewhere actually. Let's put it over here. We'll work on this, because then I can build out a bit more of a straight. And just kind of add on to here, onto over there as we continue. So yeah, you'll know what I mean here in a second. I want to get rid of this though, because it's going to bug me otherwise. There we go. Then we can get rid of that. I don't need it. That way if I decide, oh, I'm going to start turning here a little bit, I can just copy it over onto the design and we can turn a little bit. I don't think I will, but soon. I just gotta remember, if I go 100 meters, miles, whatever this is measuring in, I'm cutting off roughly 18.5, 37 meters from the total, so I'm looking at like 60 something for like a straight, for like my coaches and my platforms, which is fine. It's not bad at all. I just gotta remember that's something that I am doing when I do that. Actually, hold on. I'll do something even better than I normally do for that. Also, yeah, you guys are getting to see how I build a lot of my rails when I want to have something doubled over. Because... oh, damn, I actually kind of want this platform to... yeah, that way there can be a little engine shed at the end of one of these. Maybe? Ah, screw it. There doesn't need to be an engine shed. I just leave it out in the siding. It's not one of my main engines, so I don't super care. It's basically set dressing. It just needs to look convincing. Have the illusion that there's, you know, a town, an engine that runs a train. There doesn't actually have to ever be a train down here either. You know, maybe one of our engines come down and pick people up. Maybe they ride up on the logging cars. Who knows? Any number of possibilities here. What I will do, though, is I will get these set to be straight through, because I don't want to be coming down with my engine and then, like, suddenly be on a siding. Tell you what, the biggest problem I've had currently with building the railway is the trees. I wish that if you placed down a track, it would just be like, oh yeah, this tree that's in the way, this rock, this whatever, let's just get rid of it. Would that be so hard to add, to implement? Like, I get that takes away, like, the element of, like, oh, I'm building the railway, I have to go through and clear out the trees, but, like, sometimes you just don't want to have to clear out the trees by hand. It's like I just want to build my railway, run my trains situation, you know? Yeah, it's fine. I'm not, like, complaining. I get it. You gotta do some stuff to keep the game at least a little bit engaging. Otherwise, it's just, okay, lay track. Run train! This way, you know, you can lay the track and Oh no, I forgot to remove a tree that's in the track. Nope, now I'm derailed and I have to go clean up my mess. Whoops. Darn, that's not what I meant to do, totally. I don't know. I'm going to leave that there because it's not actually going to be in the way of anything. Actually, yes, it will. It'll be in the way of, like, Bessie and stuff. Tiny driver engines. Why do you gotta do this to me? It's 18.5, roughly. It might be a little bit longer because I'm a little short, but... Oh, wow, I'm really short. I don't know why it's so short. What did I do? Also, why did that... Why are these in pieces like this? What did I do here? Oh, I did 18.5, 18.5. Right. That would certainly do it. I'll do 18.8. I know it's 18.5. Everything I've read online says 18.5 for those types of switches. But it's probably closer to 18.8 in-game for some reason. Oh well. I just wanted to see how this looks on that one chunk of the ground where it was like really close to the edge. Oh, that's plenty of clearance. I was worried it was going to look funky here, but it's fine. Plenty of clearance. A lot of fill through here, but what am I going to do about it? I would need to be closer to the ground for it to actually matter anyway. So, new plan of attack. Gonna turn and go about 120 degrees left here. That should just be my new bit. Anytime I'm going either direction, I just say, I'm going left. Oh, wait, but what way did I go? Left? That sounds right. Can I get just a little bit closer? I just want to know how close I can get to the... Because I don't like doing 120 degrees. It's really rough on all my engines. But I want to know how close I can get to here without it being an issue. Okay, looks like 210. Which is a lot easier on my wagons, on my engines, on my budget, maybe? Uh-oh. I think I can only go 210. That sucks. Oh well, what are you gonna do, eh? Let's go 140 for now, and we'll pull it to 200. That should be okay. And I'm not going to be building it this long. I just want to see how this looks. Okay. So that is the problem. Let's go 150. It's a nice middle ground for me, personally. It's really not, but, you know, I can at least pretend I'm happy this way. I mean, technically 120 is not terrible for a 100-degree turn radius, but it's not good. I don't like running my engines that hard, believe it or not. I'm not like an evil dictator fucking... Ah, yes, let's damage my engines permanently and then be mad about it later on. That makes total sense. Like, I don't know. Some things in the world, man. Some things in the world. Let's put that at 85. Yes. Okay. Now we can go ahead and start turning this a little bit again to about 250. That should work. You get a little bit of fill over there, but that's okay. Oh. Let's try 200. Oh. I think I went too, I flew too close to the sun. Send help. Well, maybe I can save it. Oh, I can totally save it. I can save it. I am a genius. I am saving it, mostly. Can you just make it to the 100-meter mark? Why does my mouse keep doing that? Stop it. I don't know what you're getting caught on. You're trying to go that way, but stop. Come on, one more. Thank you. Look at that. That is not terrible, actually. Color me impressed. I am impressed. I suppose that's what color me impressed means. But, you know, what am I going to do? Say, think, smell, hear. Me and words are having a good day today. Stop it. Okay, I want you to come over here. Thank you. There we go. That works pretty good, actually. It's weird that there's a little bit of an incline, but what am I going to do? Dude, running engines along this is going to be fun. Just long open stretches where there's like nothing and they just go. They don't stop for no one. I wonder how many I do wonder how many hundreds I've used so far. Cuz like everything I build is usually in sets of 100. If I can get it. Like some set of 5 or 0. So a lot of it ends up being 100 because that's I don't know. That's what used to be the max build length. So that's just sort of what my brain goes for the max build length. But from the logging camp currently to the sawmill, I think I'm looking at a lot, technically. Also, I kind of want to have a third line of track. I almost want to see if I clone it, if it will build it up higher for me or not. I don't think it will, but I can dream. The other issue would be this. So technically, well, no, that wouldn't make any sense because that's a through track. Well, we'll put it up over here somewhere. It'll be alright. So it'll be this track, the other track. The idea is that this track is mostly for the logging stuff, and this one's for, like, oh, trains coming through with empty flats to go pick up stuff from the sawmill to go take it up to the iron mines. That's my current plan. We'll see how well that works, but that is the goal. I gotta remember to go about 10 meters. And then breaking it off because we're still climbing right now. I don't want to do that too much. There we go. That's just how that works, unfortunately. There we go. Because now we gotta start going back down. Yay. I am going to go through and change this side out to stone, though, because right now, with it being what it is, that's not, yeah. Oh. I am going curve to curve? Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, well. We'll see how well this works. This is going surprisingly well for me, but I guess I am overshooting it by a lot. I don't remember what that was set to. There we go. But that'll help keep all my groundwork in place, in check. I'm just going to knock that out, actually, and go, you know what? Let's take you and put you there. There we go. Technically, it would have been fine with the dirt on that side, but I was already annoyed a little bit, and this just makes me a little bit happier. I feel so bad for any engine that I'm running through here. It's gonna be like, what the fuck? Like, it's this nice flat where it gets to go like 1,000 miles an hour for like ever. It's gonna hit here. It's gonna be like, that's only a 2% incline. That's fine, but it's 2% incline for like 100 meters thereabouts. So like, it's not gonna feel great for the engine. It's gonna be fine. Yeah, it'll be fine. It gets to here. It's like, oh, I got a decline. Why is the decline, you know? I am going to keep it over here, so 120 meters will be fine. We'll go 120 meters for 60 meters, then we'll go back to 0 degrees. That should up a little bit. We'll go down as much as I can anyway. I kind of want to get to about 80, I think. Yeah, we'll do it up to 80. Then we'll go for about 5 meters. Yeah. Yeah, and we'll go about 5 meters like that. And then we'll just drag our roadworks along like this. Does mean that we're basically in the ground now. That's fine. Makes me happy when it does this. I do want to turn it a little bit so that we are following the edge, but we're staying off of it. We'll do that. Yeah, that's fine. Nice, subtle. We'll go to 80 meters, and then we'll go back and build in the rest of this. That looks really good, actually. Damn. Sometimes my own genius, it astounds me. Hi, why are you like this? I don't remember doing that, but okay, you know what? I will take your word for it. I'm sure I did. Dang. Dang. Ooh. I still have the track set to the right stuff, right? I do. So we'll go to about 20. Then we'll go to stone. Yeah, 20 is fine. Then we'll go to stone. Because it's... Yeah. Lovely. So we'll go to a single track for a little bit, I think. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do that over there. Ugh. Well, this is going to go to the collection ramp for wood. Or the drop-off point for wood. So this is fine right there. Yeah. So this will be my sawmill line still. This is just also going to have a track that breaks off to allow water to be collected and hauled up and down it. Yes. Yeah. I may actually just be able to keep going straight out and around this way. Build it up along the lakeside. I don't know why I would, but I might be able to. It'd be kind of fun. But yeah. I think I'm going to call it here for this today personally. I know it's a short stream, but just tied you guys over for the week, essentially. I will have more videos out eventually. I get some more energy to go and edit, but for now, I hope you all enjoyed. Bye-bye. Love y'all.